Welcome back to episode 2 of the Hack Podcast.
Today we have 5 amazing topics that we're going to be discussing.
I'm Liam.
And I'm Dempsey. And welcome back. Easter is one of the most significant times in the Christian calendar, and our school's Easter programs give students the opportunity to reflect on faith, hope, and community.
Today we're joined by Callista, Christina, and Pastor Josh.
Yes, Liam. You know this. All right.
So, I would like to ask you guys a couple of questions. Why is Easter such an important event? So one of you guys can answer that if you would like.
Oh, I think, was it me for the first? It doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Go for it.
Okay, sorry. All right. Yeah, so the reason Easter is such a big deal in the Christian calendar is because it is the time when we celebrate and I guess look back on when Jesus died and rose again, which is obviously like one of the most amazing things. And so when we look at that time, we can sort of go through a bit of a journey about understanding the pain that he went through, but also how amazing it is that he rose again and that promise exists for us and that we want to tell others about it and live the way he lived. That's why people are called Christians, because they want to live like Christ.
Yes, that's an amazing answer. Thank you.
For our second question, we'd like to ask, what message were you hoping people would take away from the service?
Yeah, so for the first time, actually, we did a communion service as part of chapel, which for those who don't know, it is a time when you eat a little bit of like unleavened bread to represent Christ's body and the pain that he went through, and drink a little bit of grape juice, which is like meant to represent his blood, as like what he went through on the cross and that his blood was spilled for us. Doing things like this, it's a really like tactile message and a really like physical way to remember something that happened. And people in churches all around the world have been doing this for, a couple thousand years now. And so we really wanted this to be a time when people understand that, yes, the chocolate and Easter bunnies and all the, camping, whatever we do around Easter, all that's great. And we're not saying you shouldn't do that, but the main thing that should be looked at Easter is the life of Jesus. That's probably the most important thing, and that's what we really wanted to be unpacked during that time.
Of course. Why are school chapel programs valuable for students today? That's the next question.
Well, after this, there are questions that open the floor. This is the last one for Pastor Josh.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, look, I think one of the best ways to learn, and I mean, mind you, I'm not a teacher, but I think one of the best ways to learn is actually through like being hands-on and doing something and like, especially like when you get to teach it and be a part of the message. That's always like when I was in school, which is a long time ago now, like I look back at that and those are the things that I remember the most is when I was really actively playing a part and doing something to learn. And I think chapel is just that. People get to be physical, they get to like get up on stage, they get to present, they get to share. We've even had students like preach the message, they get to be in the band, they get to be in the planning process. And so these are very hands-on learning experiences to learn what goes on in creating an event. And also, the messages that we speak about there, I think it can help the messages come alive when students are a part of actually bringing them to life and serving their fellow students in that. And so I think it makes a space rather than just it could be easy for chaplains to just get up there and do everything, but we love it way more when the whole thing is just run by students. And I think that's when it sticks and becomes real and a great time for people, no matter their background, to learn about the importance of these messages and, a religion that has impacted the world and impacted me so much. And so, yeah, my hope is that people through these chapel services can learn and grow in whatever way they need to.
Yeah. And now we're going to open the questions up to part of our chapel team. What was it like helping organize the event?
Okay. So I was part of the praise and worship team, and it was really special just trying to practice those songs in mind of who we were praising and why we gathered there for Easter. And it was really special to just be able to know, yeah, I'm praising a guy who literally let death conquer him only for him to be stronger than that, which was really amazing for me to be a part of.
What part of the program impacted you the most?
So I'm part of the backstage team for chapel, and I think when we sit like backstage and we just sit back and listen to the message, and it really soaks in it really gives us an opportunity to let everything soak in, and how Pastor Jess was making bread on stage it's just a lot more meaningful when you've been a part of something and you've helped make it happen, and now you get to watch it unfold before you.
Yeah. For our final question, why do you think student leadership in chapel matters?
I think it's just for them also, because we can sit in the pews and we can see all the stuff that's going on there. But sometimes it just gets a little bit too regular. You're just sitting there, nice sermon, do the thing, and you're out. And I know I've felt this before, but when you're up on stage, you really get reminded of who this is for and the real meaning and the reason for the season, really, and how we should be able to just appreciate that, and that the fact that we can do that freely and that we get to serve is just such a blessing.
The Easter program reminded students. Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Okay.
Wait, what?
To wrap up this segment, the Easter program reminds students not only of the meaning behind Easter, but also the importance of faith, service, and community.
I didn't know what to say.
Read it.
For Year 12 students, camp is more than just a gateway. It's a chance. Get away. Can I try again? For Year 12 students, camp is more than just a getaway. It's a chance to strengthen friendships, reflect on the year ahead, and create memories before graduation.
We're here with Takani and Joella, who went on Year 12 camp, and to ask them some questions.
So what was your favorite moment from camp?
There were a lot of moments that stood out for us at camp. One was we got these letters from our parents in these envelopes, and they were really like nice and heartfelt. Like they're saying, "Oh, we're so proud of you," and everyone was crying, and it was good. It was sad, but it was good at the same time. And
we also had it was like a relaxation workshop where what we did is we all lay on the floor and they were playing, I think it was like jazz music, and we had face masks on, so we were all just lying there on the floor with face masks.
And the lights were all off, the windows were all the blinds were all down, like it was just face mask. It was so cold.
No, that's so
Not at all.
so cool.
What activities stood out the most?
That would have been good for the face masks.
The face mask? Yeah.
Yeah, the face masks stood up. Yeah. We also made bracelets, which was really fun. It was like they did like a circuit. There were a bunch of different activities we could rotate around. And one of them was a station where you made little bracelets, and I made
beads one.
I made one for my younger sister, and I made one for Joella. So yeah, that was fun.
Okay, time for some fun, quick questions.
So who slept the least at camp?
It was the people from our cabin. Who
Yep.
was it? Can we should we name drop?
Can we name drop?
Yes.
Do it.
It was like Jess and someone.
Jess, Daisy, Moya,
Yeah, because they were
Jocelyn.
What's the game called?
I don't know. I fell asleep, so
It was like wavelength, I think. Yeah,
Were they?
Wavelength. They were
it was wavelength. Yeah, they were up till late hours. All you need is a pair of headphones, and you can go to sleep. You'll be fine. Trust.
For a final question, who would survive longest in the wild?
Okay, ready? Go. 3, 2, 1.
Takani.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why? Any reasons for this?
Just because I'm better than Joella, superior. Like honestly, just I understand how to read the trees. I am one with nature. You know what I'm saying?
She's the Lorax.
I am the Lorax, so basically that's why I survive longer. I speak for the trees. This is true.
Wow. On that note.
On that note.
From late night laughs to meaningful moments, Year 12 camp was an unforgettable experience that brought students closer together ahead of their final year.
ANZAC Day is a time to remember and honour the courage, sacrifice, and service of Australian and New Zealand soldiers.
Our ANZAC Chapel gave students an opportunity to reflect on the importance of remembrance and gratitude.
We're joined by our school captains, Matt and Sharon, who were involved in the ANZAC Chapel service.
So the first question is, why is ANZAC Day important to you personally?
So personally, I really enjoy ANZAC Day. I think it's a time of great reflection, and I'm actually planning on joining the Defence Force. So I think that it's just a day where I can sort of reflect on people who've done what I'm planning to do, and just honor them. So yeah.
And for our second question, what does remembrance mean for younger generations?
I think remembrance for the younger generation is about recognizing the human cost of conflicts and also to appreciate values such as mateship, courage, and sacrifice. And it's also a great reminder for the younger generation of the sacrifices that people made in the past for the stability and peace that we can enjoy today.
You're doing the last two bits, this one?
This one? This question?
That
Do you
one.
wanna answer that?
Host
Okay.
that one.
So the last question. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
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 Um,
The last question is, what was the most meaningful part of the chapel service?
I think the minute of silence is the most meaningful part, and it was actually really good this year. There wasn't any disruptions during the minute of silence, so that's great to see everyone being so respectful.
Yeah, for me, I definitely think it was the wreath laying. Like when me and Matt, we walked in front of the dais and then we placed the wreath down. That moment, you see the veterans and thousands of people across different generations. We gathered together to honor those who have served, and that's something I found to be truly powerful.
Thank you. The ANZAC Chapel was a powerful reminder of the sacrifices made for future generations and the importance of continuing to remember their legacy.
Thanks.
Okay, cross country is always one of the most challenging events of the year. Some students race for first place, while others are just racing to survive.
Today, we're talking...
Okay.
I'm sorry, wait, let me try again.
Cross country is always one of the most challenging events of the year. Some students race for first place, while others are just racing to survive.
Today, we're talking to students from both ends of the track to hear what cross country means to them. Unfortunately, Isaac was supposed to bring a friend, but he's still walking the cross country.
Okay. Now how do you prepare?
Wait, do I do it again?
Yeah. First question.
Okay. So how did you prepare for today?
I'm a runner by sport, so I consistently run throughout the year. So I just continued preparing like I normally would, so like with sessions and jogs and stuff.
Okay. What was going through your mind during the race?
Not much. Mostly just thinking about what's ahead, like making sure that I don't fall on a pothole.
And our final question is, what motivates you to compete?
I like running in general. I also like the satisfaction of after the race and training, knowing that you've tried your best, and also the winning part of it.
That's the most important.
What's your preferred distance? Are you like a long distance or short distance?
Yeah, I'm a long distance runner, so
Typically, what?
so like some between 1500 to and 4K 5 or something on the track. So yeah.
That's insane.
Wherever students finished first, last, or somewhere in between, cross country was all about perseverance, participation, and pushing yourself beyond your limits. I can read.
I'm so proud of you, Liam.
Very nice.
Market Day is one of the biggest events on the school calendar, where students turn creativity into competition, all while raising money and school spirit.
We're here with Amelia and Sienna, and they made the most profit at Market Day this year. So, yeah.
What was your stall that you ran?
Our store was Sneedos. It was like slime and Neatos. Yeah.
I remember that one.
And customizable slime, yeah.
How did you come up with your idea?
Well, it was basically, we went around to like different grades and we asked what was on trend in the moment.
And a lot of people we noticed a lot of people holding like fidgets and that. So we decided to do like needles and slime.
How confident were you it would work?
We were pretty confident considering it was like on trend in the moment and like a lot of people were like using some.
Yeah, and we also asked people like friends and siblings from other grades if they like would like something like that, and they all got really excited. So
Okay.
Do I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
It's in
what did
colour.
you end up making from the market?
Like how much money?
So
Yep.
profit?
Yeah.
Yep.
We made about 300 profit. And then obviously half of that's donated, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, from games to food to creative ideas, Market Day once again brought the whole school together. Congratulations to everyone involved, including you guys, the winning team. That's all for episode 2. Thank you so much for tuning in.
If you ever want to get involved in the podcast, you can get in contact with one of us or Mr. Gates. Thank you.
Thank you.